Hello, this is Group 1, consisting of Reese, Soumya, Rishika, Sanjana, and Faizan, here to present our Immersive Media Project concept. Our group's Immersive Media Project will be utilizing a modern style by developing a first-person virtual reality mystery investigative game titled Paper Trail. In this experience, the player will be embodying the role of an assistant professor at our university, who is tasked to navigate the campus in order to locate missing midterm papers and the culprit that stole them, needed for an upcoming class before they are forced to be reprinted.
Our goal is to transform a familiar, everyday environment into a space of tension, investigation, and thrill. By using 360 photography and immersive audio, we aim to give the players a sense of presence by allowing them to step into the world we created by feeling the weight of their responsibilities. A character movement system inspired by Google Maps Live View feature will be implemented within the game by creating a point and go navigation system. Instead of free roaming with a joystick, the player moves by selecting visible hotspots placed within the environment. The player will remain in a first person point of view, and movement happens when the player taps or clicks on a hotspot, for example, arrows, floor markers, or doors. Once selected, the character smoothly transitions to that location, updating the camera angle to match the new position. Each hotspot acts as a predefined navigation node, ensuring controlled movement, accurate positioning, and a clear sense of direction. This system reduces complexity while maintaining immersion, making navigation intuitive and easy to understand for the player.
Our design was heavily inspired by two key case studies. Firstly, Escape Academy, a game set in a university where a player must solve puzzles under the pressure of a time limit. This inspired us with its use of an environmental narrative, where the story is told through objects found within the game set in a university. Additionally, and most importantly, it allowed us to grasp the value of urgency, a timed structure allowing for the player to feel engaged in what they are doing. Secondly, we looked at Detective VR, a game which places the player in a first-person investigative role where they must search environments in order to collect clues and piece information together to solve a case. This strongly connects to our project's core idea of playing as an assistant professor investigating a mystery, as Detective VR shows a first-person perspective and how environmental interaction can allow players to feel actively involved within the investigation as opposed to just observing it roll out.
In terms of technicality, this project is going to be built in the software Unity. The primary capture tool is the Insta360 camera, which allows us to bridge the gap between reality and the digital game world. As for the complex logic of a mystery, we are utilizing the Fungus plugin, a tool that is designed for creating storytelling games within Unity 3D with the use of a visual scripting system. As for the interactivity, the player will be able to choose their own path, given choices that will lead them to different areas of the university with different clues to help them continue with their task. We will be using hotspots that the player will need to point and click on, which will then help them inspect the items and surroundings.
During our research and development phase, we encountered a few difficulties, the first being consent and availability. As the plot of our game requires filming in areas that are usually full of people, this presents an issue with the privacy of bystanders. To solve this, we will capture the photos and videos on Fridays at an early hour, when the university is usually emptier than other days. Secondly, we faced a technical learning curve. To avoid the project becoming confusing to manage and complex to push through with, we will prioritize essential gameplay rather than adding too many confusing features. By using the 360-degree photography and immersive audio over complex 3D assets, this allows us to deliver a product that will be stable, well executed, and not too complex to create.
For the proof of concept, we went around the university and took pictures of our planned locations with a normal camera, as the Insta360 will be utilized at a later date when the project is more set in motion. We have also tried to use utility and have figured out the basics of the software, learning how we can maximize it in relation to our project. In conclusion, our project is going to be within the university campus and will deliver an experience that is interactive and interesting through the form of virtual reality.